It's here. The latest addition to the Hasbro Black Series Star Wars family. The Mandalorian helmet. Do you guys like giveaways? Well, I hope you do, because I'm going to be giving a Black Series Mandalorian helmet away to one lucky viewer. So stick around to the end of the video to see how you can enter. For those that are curious, I got my Mandalorian helmet from Target.com. No, my channel is not sponsored by Target, nor am I affiliated with them in any way. I'm just letting you know where I got mine. It arrived at my door in one of the biggest boxes I think I've ever had delivered to my house. I mean, look at this thing. You could fit at least 4 of these helmets inside of here. Upon opening this box, I found another box. Inside that box, safely sheathed in bubble wrap, was the helmet box itself. Part of me felt like all this packaging was a bit of overkill, but these kinds of items are typically shipping to collectors who want nothing less than a mint condition box, and it's obvious to me Target is well aware of this and has made every effort to ensure my helmet's safe arrival. Despite their best efforts though, my box arrived with this bend in the top flap, but I'm guessing that may not even be Target's fault. With the way this thing was packed up, my guess is this is the way it was when Target received it. Just like my Black Series Darth Vader helmet, the box art on this is super cool. At this point, the 12-year-old kid inside of me was running around in circles with anticipation, waiting for the moment I got to open it up and try it on. I got out my trusty box cutter, cut the 5 strips of tape which were sealing the top of the box closed, and then pulled it on back. There were 2 pieces of cardboard that helped secure the helmet in the box I had to pull out of the way, along with this flap here, and there she is, all wrapped up in tissue paper. Tucked into the corner here is the obligatory safety warning, as well as the instructions for the helmet and Hasbro's customer service information. All the way down at the bottom is the tactical light attachment tucked away in this little white paper bag. We'll open that up and take a look at it later, because right now I really want to get this helmet out of here, so let's do that. So the helmet is wrapped in what seems to me to be tissue paper? Like the kind people put in those gift bags when they're too lazy to actually wrap a gift in wrapping paper. This paper does tear really easily, but to build the anticipation as much as possible for this video, I chose to carefully remove the helmet from the paper rather than just tear it open. And man, oh man, does this thing look sick. Hasbro did such a great job with the paint on this thing. I know it's made out of plastic, but just looking at it, there's not much giving it away as not being made out of metal. I love the color and how it has more of a satin finish to it rather than a chrome or mirror finish. I mean, this is the way it looks in the show too, but I just think they made the right decision, not making it super shiny and reflective. This really does look like Mando's Beskar helmet, and it's so cool. The detailing on the outside of this thing is fantastic. The contours of the cheeks here look just amazing. And this band running up over the top of the helmet, the earpieces on the sides, it all looks incredible. The vents on the back here totally exceeded my expectations. I was expecting these to be nothing more than a single solid molded piece of plastic. Now, it does appear to be a single piece of plastic, but they've gone and cut slits into the bottom edge of each fin here, which makes them look like they're individual little louvers. A super nice and unexpected touch, and I love it. Moving to the inside of the helmet, this thing is loaded with details. It is all just molded plastic for the most part, but there's a ton of different stuff going on in here that looks like circuitry and all kinds of other little gadgets and gizmos. This orangish colored stuff is padding to help the helmet feel more comfortable on your head as you're wearing it. And there's some on the back as well as on the top. There is a headband on the inside here, which you can remove to adjust it and fit it to your head. This helps keep the helmet stable as you're wearing it. Otherwise, it wobbles around on you all the time. The easiest way to remove the headband from the helmet is to reach in and get your fingers under the edge closest to the top of the helmet and then pry it up like so. I'm not sure what the headband is made out of, but it's not your typical cheap, hard plastic. It's made of a somewhat soft plastic material that actually feels comfortable on your head. The headband can be adjusted at the front, the back, and the top. I had to adjust the top where the top of my head rests fully against the top of the helmet to get my eyes into the right position to be able to see out of the visor. Once you've got it adjusted to fit your noggin, you can then pop the headband back in. The headband only fits in one way, so you don't have to worry about putting it in backwards or anything. The socket has a little notch on one side, which you can see right here, and that corresponds with this little tab here next to the plug on the headband itself. You pop each side in, and you're good to go. Now, this is an electronic helmet, but it doesn't have a voice changer or heads-up display or anything cool like that. It does have some lights in it, though, that in and of themselves aren't all that exciting. However, they do add to the overall ambiance of the helmet, making it feel a little more real, if that makes sense. Powering the lights requires a single AA battery, and the battery compartment is underneath this piece here on the side of the helmet. To remove this cover, you need to squeeze the sides like so and pull it off. I found it's really hard to remove if you start at the top first, but if you squeeze at the bottom here and unclip this portion first and then move to the upper portion, it comes off way easier. You'll then need to undo this screw here to remove the battery door and place the battery in here. The little red LEDs inside the helmet operate on what I'm going to call a gravity switch, meaning when the helmet is in the upright position, the lights turn off, but when you turn it upside down to look inside, they turn on automatically. There is a button here on the right side of the helmet which allows you to toggle between solid and a random blink or fade effect, which I think is the cooler looking of the two, as it gives a kind of computerized feel. You can turn the lights off by holding the button for about 3 seconds, but as you turn the helmet right side up and then back over again, the lights will automatically come back on again. Now let's take the tactical light out of its little paper bag and see how it works. It's designed to clip onto the right side of the helmet, so we first need to squeeze the sides of the earpiece here and pull it straight out. We can then squeeze the sides of the tactical light piece here in the same manner and plug it into the helmet. That actually looks pretty cool. To turn the tactical light on, we just press our button here and it lights up. Because of the way this thing works with the gravity switch, when the helmet is upside down, this button will not turn the tactical light on. You can turn it on and then turn the helmet upside down and it will stay on, but as soon as you turn it right side up again, the gravity switch takes over and turns it off. There is also a demo mode that turns the tactical light and the interior lights on no matter what orientation the helmet is in, and to do that, you hold down the power button for 5 seconds. I'm not sure if it'll stay on now until the batteries die, or if it'll shut off after a certain amount of time. But when you're ready to turn the lights off, you can do so by holding the button down for 3 seconds. Okay, well now it's time to put this thing on and see how it fits.
How do I look? You like it?
This is the way. Hey guys, what's up? I am in the process of editing this video right now, and when I got to this part, you can see my nose and mouth and everything through the visor thing. And I'm sure you're thinking that, hey, it ain't supposed to be like that. Well, the main reason that it's like that is because I've got these two bright studio lights pointing right at me, which is putting a lot more light on me than what you would normally see, other than if you were like outside in direct sunlight or something. So if you're wanting to wear this someplace where you're going to be like indoors, where you're not going to have as intense of lights shining directly at your face, I don't think you're going to have this problem at all. As you can see here with my studio lights turned off and just the ceiling light in the room on, this is no problem whatsoever. My head is roughly 24 inches in circumference, which is about 61 centimeters. And this thing just barely fits onto my head. Because of the way the cheeks curve in here, as I put the helmet on, I can feel the interior part of it here brush my eyebrows and cheekbones. If my head was just a little larger, I don't think I'd be able to get it on. So that's something for people to think about if their head circumference is larger than 24 inches. As for visibility, I can actually see out of here pretty well. My vision is cropped a little on the top and bottom, but because of how wide the lens is here, I feel like my peripheral vision is pretty much completely uninhibited. The lens does distort things a little bit, but for the most part, you can see pretty clearly. To give you guys a little bit of a taste of what it's like wearing the helmet, I'll just place it over the camera here and let you see for yourselves. Not too bad, is it? One thing that kind of bugs me is my nose does touch the lens here. It's not uncomfortable or anything. I would just prefer my nose not to touch it, you know? So yeah, overall, I love this helmet. Yeah, the electronic portion of it, aka the lights, are pretty lackluster. But I mean, come on, look at this thing. It looks incredible. The paint job on it is amazing. The sculpt is spot on. All the details from the cheeks to the earpieces to the venting on the back are perfect. It looks just like Mando's helmet from the show. I'm going to be building me a shelf to display it on back here, but if you're into cosplay or if you just want it for your Halloween costume this year, this thing is legit. $120 is a bit on the pricey side. However, to get a helmet that looks as good as this one does from anyone else out there, you're going to end up paying much, much more. Now, if you would like a shot at getting a helmet just like this one for free, I just so happen to be giving one away. Sadly, this giveaway is for US residents only, as I'll be shipping it directly to you, and shipping outside the United States is a huge pain in the butt. So yeah, sorry to my international viewers. To enter the giveaway, you first need to be a resident of the United States, and then you'll need to leave a comment on this video describing what your favorite thing about this helmet is, what you plan to do with it if you were to be selected, and of course your favorite moment from The Mandalorian. You will have 1 week from the time this video goes live to leave your comments, after which I will choose one lucky person to receive a Black Series Mandalorian helmet just like this one. I look forward to reading your comments and wish you all the very best of luck. Before you take off, there's those YouTube things that help out a lot, and I also have an Amazon store linked in the video description where you can purchase cool products I feature in my videos. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you again in another video real soon. This is the way.